So we need to simplify this rational expression. And man, it looks similar, but I don't know if it's exactly the same. I do know that this denominator down here is not in the correct order. So let's rewrite it. Okay, the numerator is fine, x minus 14. But the denominator, I need to put the x term first. And I have to remember that this is a negative x. So I'm going to write it as negative x. And this is also a positive 14. So I'm going to write this as negative x plus 14. Now, the numerator and denominator here are not exactly the same. So I have to remember that I never want my leading coefficient to be negative. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to take out a negative 1. I'm going to factor out a negative 1, kind of like a GCF. So down here, I'm going to take that negative 1 and factor it out. Now when I divide a negative 1 out of both of these terms, the signs are going to change. The first one's going to become a positive x, and the second one's going to become a minus 14. Now, looky here. You see what cancels? X minus 14 and x minus 14 both turn into 1s. So what am I left with? In the numerator, I'm left with 1. And in the denominator, I'm left with negative 1 times 1. So if I want to write it out, it's 1 over negative 1, which is negative 1.